Hello and what is up everybody? TrekWorks here again with you. Welcome to part 2 of our Enterprise NX-01 build up here on the channel. Wow, what have I got on my workbench tonight, you ask? Well, this is a really cool little lighting kit from a company called Monsters in Motion. It's made specifically for this model kit, and I was looking around for a nice little kit to do my engine lighting on this and the bussard, the nice spinning bussard effect. And one of my fellow forum members from over at Sci-Fi Model Action, Big Rob, is building this Enterprise kit as well, and he's decided to use this lighting kit. I talked to him about it a little bit and decided to get one myself, and here it is. I've got it all laid out on the board, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what you get with this thing and how it works. It runs off of 4.5 volts DC, so it's already pre-wired, pre-assembled, all ready to go when you open it out of the package. And so all you have to do is connect it to power, and it's ready to go. It'll all light up and everything will work. Everything's designed and wired to fit inside the model. Now you mount the board in the saucer. There's no instructions with this kit, but it's kind of self-explanatory. You'll mount the board somewhere inside the saucer, and then all the wiring is made to be long enough and to be routed to the individual components that you're going to be lighting. Now the modifications that I've already done to this is originally it came with a harness here at the top that had about 10 sets of these white 5mm LEDs that stayed on constantly. That were meant to light the saucer internal window lighting. Now I'm intending to use some warm white LED tape for my window lighting on the model, so I'm going to be doing something a little different. So I used my solder iron and removed all those. There was also a little white LED that was mounted flush on the surface here as a kind of a status indicator bulb, and I took that out as well since I didn't want to have any kind of light coming from that inside the saucer. So that's cleaned up this board quite a bit and changed it some. Over here on the nacelle boards, you'll see that at the front you've got these nice little discs which give our nice bussard rotating effect. Each disc has 6 3mm white bulbs there, and when you activate the power they rotate counter to each other to give you that nice NX-01 bussard lighting effect. And they're at a set fixed speed. There's no adjustable speed on this one. There's a couple other kits out there, I think maybe one from a company called Mad Lighting that has an adjustable speed setting on it, but this kit's just a fixed speed setting. And at the boards here for the nacelles, you see that these originally had 3 5mm blue LEDs mounted evenly apart here that were meant to light the flux chiller grills. Now again, I'm going to be using some ultra smooth blue LED tape there to light those. I think it's going to give me more even lighting and not get an individual hot spot every third of the way down on that grill. So I decided to again use my soldering iron, and I just heated these up a little bit and removed the bulbs off of there. So I've got a nice flat spot now to mount these 2 strips of blue LED tape on each side. Here at the back you can see you've got your little marker lights for the tail end of your nacelles in red and green for port and starboard. Those are 3mm as well, so they're nice and small. And these are steady on. I don't know on the show if they were meant to blink or not, but on this particular setup these are steady on. They just stay on constant. Here is another group of lights, again in 3mm. We see we have 2 sets of red and 2 sets of green. These are for the navigation lights at the top and the bottom of each side of the saucer, and they're in 3mm again, so they're nice and small, and hopefully they'll look good in scale on the model. And these are actually flash at a rate that's very spot on to the normal flashing rate, and that's again controlled by the board. Let me go ahead and plug it in for you so you can see basically how it works. Looking at the discs now without any kind of covering over them, it's kind of hard to tell what they're doing. They look like they're just kind of twinkling, and that's due to some of the frame rate on the camera here too. Now let me go ahead and put these. I've already frosted and painted these bussard domes, and I'll lay those on there for you. So now you can see there's a definite difference, and there's a rotating effect. The camera's still not doing it justice. In person, to me, I'm not seeing these hot spots, and they're giving me a definite rotating effect in person here, and it looks really, really cool. It's just going to really make that model look neat there at the front. And then here we see we have the navigation lights that are flashing for the saucer, and then in the back here we have these 2 for the tail end of the nacelles that are constantly on. So that's pretty slick. So what I'm going to have to do now, since I've decided to use a combination of this and the LED tape, I've got two different voltages to deal with. LED tape needs to run between 7 and 9 volts DC, or 7 and 12 volts DC, but I prefer to run them at 9 volts. That's a good medium voltage, and they light up nice and evenly and consistently bright that way. So what I've done is I've ordered a small little miniature DC power regulator, and that's going to allow me to bring my 9-volt power in and connect directly to my LED tape for my flux chiller grills and my warm white LED tape that I'm going to use inside of the saucer for the window lighting. And then off of that I can tap over and come over to the voltage regulator, and from out of that drop down to 4.5 volts and connect that directly to this control board, and that's going to give us the 4.5 we need to run that. So we'll have two systems combined and we'll have one power source to do it. So it's going to be a nice all-in-one kind of setup there. And when I get one of those in, I should have that in just after Christmas. I ordered a couple of them. They're very inexpensive and they're supposed to be nice and small, so I'll do a demo of that all set up on the circuit here for you before I put it all back together. And that might interest some of you guys out there that are doing a project similar to this. So this is going to be pretty cool. This will probably be the last video I do until after Christmas, so I just wanted to take a minute and say thanks again to everybody for viewing the channel, subscribing to the channel, all the great people over at the Sci-Fi Model Action boards and the Sci-Fi Model Action channel as well. Great year, a lot of fun. We've built a lot of models this year, and I've enjoyed all the models I've seen you guys build out there. It's been fantastic. So I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, stay safe out there, and we'll catch up to you again real soon. Until we see you next time, everyone, happy modeling, guys.